lot of you men be gay. A lot of you men be gay, bro. It's like we don't even have to worry about if we getting cheated on with another girl. Like now we scared to look through your phone and you talking to another man. A lot of these industry men, they all gay or have had gay experiences. These hood men be gay too. They be mad gay rumors floating around the hood. Oh my God.
Look at what she talked about, right? Industry men and hood men. Those are the men that she's attracted to. And those are the men that now she's complaining about, right? Two types of men. And she said a lot of you men, but she just named two types of men. Small percent of men too. The insanity, right? The absolute insanity of women. And this is why, right? I wanted to create my platform. I wanted to speak out. I wanted to say my piece. I know black men that don't even fit into these two categories, right? Black men that women are not clamoring about. Women are not like going goo goo gaga for, right? Neither hood nor industry men. But how is it? It's so funny. It's so amazing how the very men that women are attracted to, they also insult, right? Because somehow they can't get them. Because this type of woman, right? This woman seems very masculine, doesn't seem very feminine. She also seems very hood herself. Okay, the insanity. You not expect that. It's not men, right? That's the problem. It's the men that you want, the men that you're attracted to. Because I guarantee you, women don't understand. There are so many men you don't even notice, right? So many men that are invisible to women, to a lot of women. They are absolutely invisible. You don't see these men at all. But the men that you are attracted to, that you want, those are the men that are the problem. But those are the men that you want. Those are the men that you're attracted to. Those are the men you want to be with. And then you wonder why you complain about it. You constantly complain about it. And then you want to spread that complaint, that hate to all men. Or a good majority of men. Hood men and industry men that work in the entertainment industry are such a small percent of men, right? And yet you want to blanket to men. That's the absolute insanity. And gay is just like such a go-to insult to any men that don't want to deal with you, any men that don't see value in you, any man that rather just hang out with his friends. He's gay. If he doesn't want you, if he doesn't treat you right, if he doesn't worship you, he's gay. It's just insanity. And you know what? Whether these men are gay or not, these are the men that these women are attracted to. Women are attracted to the Tyrones, the Chads, the players, the bad boys, right? The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the high value men. And yet you complain about these men, these very men, the very single men that you are attracted to, that you want, you complain about them. And these men do not represent men in general, because these men statistically are a small percent of men. Okay? Let's say hood men, or let's say men that's been in jail. Very small percent, right? Population of men, maybe 20%, if that. High value men that makes at least, let's say, over six figures. Men that makes over six figures, probably about 20% of men. So again, it's a very small percent of men. Not even half of men. This is the insanity of women. Actually, on her video, I said she was strong. She was amazingly strong. For that line, I think one of the most weakest women are the strong, independent women. I've learned that over the years. Because women like this, they don't lie. They're not lying to themselves. They're not lying to the world. Where it is lonely. It is hard. It is not something that people want. I always think that, you know what? I mean, if you want it, good for you. But I honestly believe that's a rare breed. It is very, it's so crushing. It's tiring to be alone, right? It is. I always think that, the true strength is admitting the soul crushing loneliness, admitting that you don't want to be alone, right? Admitting that I hate being alone. It's terrible, right? I mean, I'm content. I can deal with it. That's the difference, right? I can deal with the loneliness, right? It's like I can't force a woman to be with me, but I don't like to be alone. I don't want to be alone, right? I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a committed relationship because, like her, right? You go home to an empty house. You're talking to yourself, right? Your friends, at the end of the day, they will have their own life. You can't expect your friends to always be there when you want them to be there. They will have their own life to live. But usually, it's the person that loves you, the one, your partner, would be there when you need them. That's how it works. That's how it should be. I've been like, you can make the money, you'll go on these trips, you can have these fun experiences, but sharing it with nobody, that is sad, in my opinion, right? Like I said, there's plenty of people who supposedly happy being alone, fine with being alone. They go on trips, they do these things being alone. Okay, but personally, I believe those are a lie. I believe it's either a lie or it's rare. You are a nominee or whatever, right? Because people go insane being alone. People go insane being confined, right? People go insane like on islands and shit like that because loneliness is very debilitating. And women like this who shows her true vulnerability, right? I commend it because you're not lying. I'm strong, independent. I don't need no man. And yet, you know what? Your body count is in the hundreds, right? You're a single baby mom because you've been with men, right? You have sex with plenty of men. You just don't commit to men. But it's fine to have children by men you don't commit to. The insanity, the hypocrisy, right? Saying you don't need no man, yet you give your body to so many men. Amazing. It's amazing to me that you don't need no men. Yeah, you complain about dating this man, dating that man, complaining about men. All men are shitty. All men are cheaters. All men are liars. Well, you complain about men, but yet you don't need them, right? You don't date them, or do you? I mean, that's the thing. That's the hypocrisy where I believe it's a lie. A lot of this stuff is a lie. It's that you want to lie to yourself and lie to the world. Right? You don't want to, and I get it, right? You don't want to be vulnerable, right? Saying that it's hurt, it's painful, right? Going through these breakups, being alone, it's painful. But it's like, these are the points where it's not the worst thing to be vulnerable because you show other people that it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. I hate being alone. I don't like being alone. I think that's pretty much my only fear in life is being alone. So it's not something that I want to scream to a rooftop. I don't need no woman. All women are crappy. I want to be by myself. No, I don't. Right? I don't. I just think that we should not lie to ourselves. Right? Being strong, independent is very lonely. It's shitty. No one wants that. But maybe some people do, I guess. I just think that women like this, right, it's very commendable. I commend women like this. That women like this, in my opinion, show true strength. Because if you can show vulnerability, I commend it. That is very strong instead of being boastful, thinking you're strong, independent. But you're really not. It's a shield. It's a wall. And women like this that let down their walls, I commend it.
I'm never a girlfriend. I'm either like engaged to be married or he's my friend. Like I don't do the girl. I think that's just a game. Girlfriend is not a real title for me. So we're either getting to this point of marriage or we're just
skip
friends.
Girlfriend?
Yes.
So it's not I'm your girl. It's like y'all are building and then it's like proposal.
Correct. But that takes a very confident woman, a woman who's not afraid to say,
that man is not talking to me anymore. I haven't heard from him. I don't know what happened to him. You know, women don't like to say that. So they try to hold on to whoever they have as long as they can. I don't mind saying it didn't.
And then you wonder why, right? Women like this are forever played, forever used, forever lied to. Because let's not lie, these friendship parts, she's still having sex with these men. She's still giving her body to these men. So you gotta think, no duh, that these men just see, okay, why? I don't have to commit to you. I can still have sex with you. So you wonder why a lot of men, especially the men that these women, right? The type of men that these women go for. These men that have in high demand, have options, right? These men that women want. And then these women that just give them friendship. It's like either you're my friends until I'm married. Okay, great. But while you're friends with each other, he's still tapping it. He's still getting access to your body. So these men that have options, they can have sex with you without committing to you. Now, more and more women are adopting these ideas like, it's friendship to marriage. Okay, great. Then these men, which already are highly desired, he's having a chance where he can have sex with many women, right? Fill up his lonely times with many women without committing to any of them. That's the thing, right? So this is the thing with a lot of women. They don't understand. They are their own enemy. They are the ones who are destroying the dating market for themselves and for average men, for men that are not the top of the litter, who are not the top tier men, the men that don't have like the crazy amount of options, where women would willingly do this for, right? Be friends with you, give you their bodies, right? Because again, I doubt it that these women are friends with all these men and yet don't give them their bodies, because then how would men even know, right? How would these men with options, high value men, even know that they would even want to be with you, right? Because none of these men would give these women time if they at least not even getting their bodies. So really, let's not lie about that. So these women are definitely giving these men their bodies, and you don't have to commit to them. You don't. The insanity, man. This is the craziness, right? Women will then listen to stuff like this, and some women will actually adopt ideology like this, and then they will implement it into their lives and rinse and repeat. That's why the dating market sucks for a lot of people, because for one, a lot of men will be turned off by this because women are doing this. It's insane. Because you're giving your bodies to men that won't commit to you, but you do expect the men that you're not going to give your body to, those men have to commit to you, right? And then, the good women that don't, or the good or smart women that don't adopt this ideology, they're going to be lumped in with a bunch. That's just the sad reality, right? That's the reality where, one bad apple ruined the bunch. It's just the craziness. Also, let's not forget, right? If you're not their girlfriend, just friends, there's no commitment. There's no loyalty there. So really, there's no proof of loyalty, because friendship doesn't necessarily prove intimate loyalty. So really, off the bat, you don't understand that you are pretty much creating those problems where how can men trust you? Because you're friends with multiple men. So really, what would a man think? That's your ideology, right? It's friends and marriage. So really, most men would think that, okay, these men that you're friends with, I don't trust you, right? So really, how are you even ever going to get marriage when there's no trust already? It's just, the logic is so idiotic.